Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. As Tim mentioned, there's been a lot of hard work over the last 1 year that has gone into making this a successful conference, and this is just the beginning. I'd like to go over a few highlights of what IGSHPA did last year, 2016, and what we have to look forward to in this coming year. In terms of training, we trained 276 new professionals and brought them into this industry with over 45 training sites, 45 training courses in 19 locations. We added 2 new training courses to our 4 courses that have been pretty popular in the industry: residential designer course and open loop systems. Residential designer course to focus on heating and cooling contractors that design these systems but are not necessarily out in the field doing the field work. And we've also added online training and online continuing education units which you could use to renew your licenses and certification. Partnerships and advocacy, we have a new committee that does this for us, the Advocacy Committee, and they've done a fantastic job over the last 1 year, and they've got quite a few projects lined up for this next year. We've supported our partner organization, GEO, in their quest to get back federal tax credits, and also our state organizations to renew their state tax credits. We've rebuilt ties with GEO and NGWA. I know that's one thing that this industry really wanted us to work with, and we have made that possible, and we are proud to have both NGWA and GEO support IGSHPA equally and have a shared collaborative effort which is supporting this industry. We've signed state MOUs with New York, California, and Virginia. We look forward to signing that with a few other state associations. Our state associations are mostly volunteer-based associations, and we recognize that they need the help and support from a national body, and that's what IGSHPA is here for. So and I'll talk about a few things that we plan on helping our state associations with as well. We've started a new chapter in South Korea, adding to our tally of 6 international chapters. We've got, if you're looking around, we've got the largest international presence at this year's conference, and we are truly proud to be called the International Ground Source Heat Pump Association. The Advocacy Committee is also working on a 50-state representative program. They're working with GEO and NGWA to get that started. We started that in 2016. The idea is to have one point of contact in all of the states so that communication can be a lot better, especially with states that do not have their own state organizations. Standards and code. IGSHPA has always been the pioneer for standards. We added a new chapter and updated another chapter in our 2016 version of standards. Lisa Moline and her group has been doing an excellent job. Lisa, we'd like to recognize you if you are in the audience and can please stand up. She stepped down as the chair, but she is, and that's you. All righty. Thank you, Lisa. IGSHPA has also done work in supporting code development with IAPMO. We've got representatives from IAPMO as well attending this conference. And the idea is to expand standards and get that into code. And of course, we've continued working with CSA and the binational standards. The idea is to have one national standard, well, binational standard for both the countries, and to be able to use that standard with the other chapters so that they can change and tweak and adapt the international standards so we all follow one code. Publications, we have a new and revised GEO Outlook. The GEO Outlook team has been doing a fantastic job. We've expanded our plethora for authors, writing articles in GEO Outlook, and we've got very positive feedback on this magazine. We've updated student manuals and instructor guides. This is in line with having consistency in training. We've got 120 trainers, and usually it's 2 or 3 SMEs who put training together. So the idea of an instructor guide is to have consistency so that the same knowledge is imparted to all the students. This year we have a new track called the research track, and as part of publications, the research track gathered all the authors' presentations and put it together in research conference proceedings. It's a 439-page document of the latest and the greatest that's going on in the industry. All of you who have signed up for this conference have access to it, and I'll show you how you get access to it in just a bit here. New releases in 2017, we have an updated IGSHPA website that we will be rolling out starting today. This website has the capability of having subdomains and sub-websites within it. In that way, we can reach out to all our chapters, and they can have their websites hosted on the main home IGSHPA website. This website will be its own learning management system. So as a member, you would be able to log in and watch videos and get CU points and all that. All that will be housed within the website. All your membership information will be available digitally. IGSHPA manuals will be made available digitally. That's one of the big push all our members wanted to do is to be able to have manuals available online. And you will, once you log in on the website, you will have your own library of everything that you've purchased from IGSHPA. That's always going to stay there and available for you to access at any time. With our, as all of you know, IGSHPA is based at Oklahoma State University, so we have access to some of the brightest students at Oklahoma State, and we were able to pull together a couple of students and develop an IGSHPA app. An IGSHPA app is one of the things we are releasing today. So if you have your iPhones or Android phones, log on, look for IGSHPA, download this app. This app will also be a replica of what the website is. You'll be able to log in starting summer and be able to watch videos and get CU points and so on and all that fancy stuff. One of the cool features of this app for this conference is you will be able to access research conference proceedings. As the presentations are going on, you can look up their papers and all that. And we've got a little QR scanner code. So on your badges, you can scan anybody. You don't need to share business cards anymore, and it's going to download their contact information straight into your phone. It's also going to tell you where you met that person. So it's going to say 2017 IGSHPA conference. So our goal is to reach out and have at least 2,000 active users by the end of 2017. And this is one of the features we want to expand to all our members and state organizations. As you probably know, apps have this ability to have notifications. So if there is something that you want to reach out and communicate fairly quickly to your state association members, to reach out to your representatives, legislators, give them a phone call or any of that, we would be able to push that with this app. So we will open this app to all our state representatives and state association members so that they are able to use this as well. Highlights of 2017 conference. I know Tim went through this real quick. I'll brush through this real quick as well. We've had 40+ peer-reviewed research papers, 36 general sessions, and all of this will be going on simultaneously starting in the next 1 hour. So all you might not be able to sit in all of them. So we will record all the sessions and make it available after the conference to all conference attendees as well. We've had a sellout exhibit hall. We're proud to have all our manufacturers back on board and really looking forward to a fantastic 2017. We've had 6 training classes that started yesterday. They've been going pretty well. Some of you are attending training here, are part of this conference as well. Like I said before, we've had the largest international participation. And all thanks to Dr. Spitler, Jeff Spitler here, and his International Executive Scientific Committee for putting together all these presentations. And all of you, those who have traveled from far-off places, I personally know what it is to take a 16-hour flight. So thank you very much for making it. We've organized a couple of study tours. Yesterday we had a grouting demonstration, and today we've got a tour to IKEA as well. We've got a welcome reception for all of you guys. Everybody is welcome to that event. That's going to be today evening at 5:30. It's going to be in the exhibit hall. And we also have a Manufacturers Award dinner that's going to be held tomorrow, where we will be recognizing 5 nominated award winners and a few internal recognitions for board members and those who have served the committee. So we looked forward to a fantastic conference the next 3 days. Welcome everybody once again. We are very pleased and glad to have you here. And before I hand off to our next speaker here, they're all the way from Sweden. This group has done a fantastic job. They had our first international conference last September in Stockholm, and Jose and Dominica are here to talk about it. But just to end on a little lighter political note here, Swedish Prime Minister last year, or I think this year, I'm sorry, I got one more slide to go. Well, I covered all the thank yous. The last one, that IGSHPA staff and board, I cannot express this in words. The IGSHPA board has really come together to make this a truly industry-wide, member-driven organization. We went from a staff of 13 to staff of 4 full-time IGSHPA members. So a show of this magnitude would not have been possible without the support of the conference committee, the research committee, all you volunteer members, and the IGSHPA board. So kudos to the IGSHPA staff for hanging in there. Thank you very much. So, thank you guys. Last year, the Swedish Prime Minister tweeted, "What's going on in Sweden? Terror attack? What have you been smoking?" So if he has sent you guys to find out, welcome to Colorado. Jose, come on stage.